Let's see how the jiu-jitsu is. And look at how good Merab is with his left hand grabbing Mighty Mouse's tricep. Cranking the old neck. And if you don't tap to that, your neck's going to be real sore for a couple days. His pinch is strong. His pinch is just strong. Ouch. This is going to be a very, very tough fight for Corey Sandhagen. Okay, boys and girls, this episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. Such a fun app. Download the app in the App Store. Pick more or less on your favorite players in the NBA, NHL, NFL, UFC for a chance to win 100 times your money. Available in states like Texas, California, and 30 more, plus Canada. Now, the reason it's a great time to play, if you use code TIMBO, they're giving you some free money. PrizePicks will give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Code TIMBO, PrizePicks. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to Uncle Red's channel. Let's get serious. Today's video, we're going to be reviewing some footage of the bantamweight champion, Merab Dvalishvili. Now, Demetrious Mighty Mouse, one of the GOATs of MMA, made a trip to Vegas to train with Merab. And I'm really excited to watch kind of how this goes down because Demetrious Mighty Mouse, he's a very good wrestler. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. He's quite a bit smaller. Merab right now is in his prime, champion of the world, very strong wrestler, very strong cardio. And it's easier for me now to kind of watch Merab and just as a fan and watch kind of the stuff he does as a fan, not him being an opponent to where we're trying to take him out. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it looks like they're doing a little MMA practice here. Mighty Mouse just got to the gym. Merab's very kind. That's one thing about Merab. You watch in all his videos how he treats the people around him, how he treats his teammates, how respectful he is to his coach. Seems like a really nice guy. Maybe in the future we'll be able to do some content with old Merab. So here we go. Looks like they're doing an MMA practice here. MMA practice, this is a common thing you do in practice when you're wanting to work against the wall. You let your opponent get into a takedown, finish the takedown, and as soon as your butt or your hip hits the mats, it's a live go and you're trying to get up. Let's see what happens. Mighty Mouse, one of the GOATs, versus the current champion of the world, Merab Dvalishvili. Mighty Mouse gets into a takedown. Automatically, Merab's pushing the head. This is one thing here. As soon as you finish a takedown on somebody against the fence, the longer you hang out on their legs, the quicker you're going to lose them. They're going to stuff your head. They're going to keep their head higher than you. They're going to force it to a single leg and be able to limp leg out. So you want to get above the hips. As soon as you take someone down, you want to crawl up to their body. But they're just warming up, getting it going right here. Kicks Mighty Mouse off. Mighty Mouse jumps up. This is where Mighty Mouse is nasty, though. When he's in the clinch, grabbing a hold of you. Just like he said in the video, he's not the type, he doesn't really want to expend a ton of energy and take you down on the fence just for the guy to pop back up. He wants to clinch you like this. Knee in your face, elbow in your face, get in your grill and damage you. Continue. Kind of pulls guard here. So Merab's on top. Merab wants to hold him down now. And this is where Mighty Mouse, I think, probably wants to... Okay, so Merab's getting the takedown, locks hands, gets on top. And again, he gets an underhook, gets his head high, and gets up right away. So now he goes Uchimata. He goes whizzer, steps all the way through to the deep hip, boom, and puts him on his back. Mighty Mouse tries to get underneath, get his knees in, expose his back here. Nice, slick little wrestle up by Mighty Mouse. Again, things change so much. In practice, okay, you're doing your get-up game, you're playing jiu-jitsu, you're doing your guard. But when you have someone in a real fight over the top of you, throwing bombs, throwing heavy bombs, not giving a fuck, trying to bounce your head off the mat, it changes things a little bit. It changes the anxiety. It changes the pace. Everything changes quite a bit. So here we go. Merab goes front headlock. Mighty Mouse doing a good job fighting the hands. Kind of accepts guard. Good frames, and this is the position you can't hang out with Merab. He's going to drop some heavy, heavy shots on you. Boom! And in real life, one of those lands, it changes everything. So this is what I figured Mighty Mouse would do, is not really go head-to-head with Merab in wrestling where he's so strong. Enter the legs. Enter the legs in a K-guard, maybe in a single leg X. So here Merab does a good job clearing his knee and jumps out. So they're just kind of warming up still. This isn't super like super heavy live. Again, just like they said there, Mighty Mouse is 39 years old and retired, jumping into practice, humble, just getting the feel of Merab. Merab's just so funky. He's got such a weird rhythm to him. It's not a normal, like, smooth rhythm. It's like a jittery, like, it throws random stuff, then explodes, then change levels, throws bombs. So Mighty Mouse pulls guard, just kind of wants to feel what Merab is like on top. You can see how thick Merab is too. He looks like he's a solid 158, 157, big thighs, strong hips, dense body. So we got Mighty Mouse whipping up a triangle here. Doesn't really have the legs for a triangle guy. Feet in front of him, feet on the hips, feet on the biceps. Okay, so they go back up. Okay, so now jiu-jitsu practice. So now they do a jiu-jitsu practice. It must be like an open mat that they do at 10th Planet. They all show up for an open mat, get some live rolls going. So now here, they can do a little jiu-jitsu against each other. Now they get into some live rounds, some normal live rounds. Not a lot of space to wrestle really hard. DJ pulls guard. Merab's on top, and Merab's not the type, really. I mean, maybe he might start to be, but he's not the type to progress. And when you talk about progressing in jiu-jitsu, progressing means I'm trying to score points. I'm trying to pass the guard and side control, get 3 points. Go knee on belly, get 2 more points. Mount, get 4 points. Work to the back, get 4 points. Progressing in jiu-jitsu. Merab's style is more in get in half guard, get on top in your guard, and beat your ass. So let's see how the jiu-jitsu is. Mighty Mouse going kind of arm drag here, 2-on-1 arm drag. You can just see how powerful Merab is. Jumps into a front headlock, head and arm choke here. Head and arm choke, almost like a catch wrestling head and arm choke in high school. You got to be careful here. People crank your neck if you're not tight. And look at how good Merab is with his left hand grabbing Mighty Mouse's tricep. If he doesn't have his tricep, Mighty Mouse is going to be able to suck that elbow in, suck that tricep in. He's already got an underhook with his left arm and peek out to the back. But Merab's got a strong grip on that tricep, so he's not going to be able to sneak out the back here. And he's cranking the old neck. Cranking the old neck. And if you don't tap to that, your neck's going to be real sore for a couple days. Ouch. And he gets the tap. And Mighty Mouse is smart. He's not going to just fight a submission till the death. When you're just training, he's going to tap. He's going to tap so he doesn't hurt himself. Okay. But that was a slick little move there. Okay, now they're full guard. Full guard. Mighty Mouse goes underneath, moves to X guard, like a waiter position, comes up, gets the 2-point sweep, 2 points. So let's see Mighty Mouse on top. He's going to really have to block the wrestle up. But look how good Merab is there. This is one of my favorite stand-ups. Favorite stand-ups in MMA. Look at, he goes cross grip. He goes cross grip on the wrist, his left hand to Mighty Mouse's left hand across the body. Good stand-up position. Keeps it away from his body. If he keeps it real close to his body here, Mighty Mouse is going to be able to hop to his back. But he keeps that wrist away from the body. Builds up to a referee's position, and Mighty Mouse tries to make a quick move. Again, if Merab wasn't keeping that wrist extended, he'd get his back taken here. But that wrist is so extended, Mighty Mouse tries to hop on the back. Merab stays tight, comes out the back door, hits a stand-up. Cross grip stand-up, one of my faves. Now we got Mighty Mouse in guard. Butterflies. So that'd have been 2 points there. When you're on bottom, open guard, someone dives for your neck, ends up on bottom. It'll be 2 points once Mighty Mouse gets his head out. Still no 2 points. So it would have been an advantage in jiu-jitsu. Now they're wrestling a bit. Mighty Mouse pulls guard. Looking to get probably his feet inside Merab, inside his legs, so he can go to single leg X. Get underneath him a bit here. Butterflies again, but you just see how solid Merab's base is. He's a beast of a human. Okay, so he reaches over the top. Mighty Mouse hits a little duck under. You see it? He reaches over the top for he's like he's going for a front headlock again. Mighty Mouse ducks in, gets his hips in. Merab smacks his face, and that's not going to phase Merab. He's all right. So he's on the back now. Seatbelt takes the back. Single hook. Merab's going to be a hard guy to control. And then Mighty Mouse doesn't have the legs that are made for triangles. Goes into a triangle. Picks him up and he's out. Picks him up and he is out. Here we go. Open guard again. Goes into the butterflies. Again, jiu-jitsu versus MMA. Everything changes so much. 2-on-1. Mighty Mouse is going 2-on-1 here. Got a good grip on the 2-on-1. Half guard. 2-on-1 again. A little slide by. Merab jumps to his position. That head and arm position. You got to be careful there. He's going to crank her again. He might. Oh, he's going to get it again. Head and arm position. There we go. Mighty Mouse is fighting it this time. He's got to suck his right elbow in. There we go. Now his right elbow's in. You see? So Merab lets go of his right elbow. Mighty Mouse sucks the right elbow in. And now he's going to be able to come up. Come up out of his back. It's going to be hard to finish him now. Merab moves on. Goes front headlock. Sits into a left arm in guillotine. Tips Mighty Mouse over. And that looks like the end of the round. So now let's take a peek here at this next one. Merab versus Raul Rosas Jr. Raul has popped into our gym many times, so I've got to see his grappling. So let's take a peek how Merab and Raul go. There we go. Raul goes double leg, doesn't hang on the double leg too much, moves into a single leg, and then clubs the head, gets the takedown. Again, practice, things are going to happen. It's not like, oh man, Raul beat Merab. It's like, this is practice. This is practice. He goes front headlock, tips him to the side, mounts him. Raul mounts him. Again, you never know in these things. This is practice. Practice is practice. It's not a big deal. You can't say, man, I beat this guy in practice. Well, that guy could have been working on something. You don't know. Final round versus Merab. Here we go. Now they're warmed up. Let's see a real round. Mighty Mouse versus Merab at 10th Planet in Las Vegas. Mighty Mouse gets his grips first and pulls guard. Merab shoots into a double leg, scores the 2 points. Mighty Mouse trying to get his head to one side or the other so he can open up an omoplata, but this is where Merab's strong, in the full guard. Very strong. Okay, we're working butterflies here. Butterflies. Goes the old classic wrestler pass. Mighty Mouse does a good job framing on his shoulders, get his knees in, get back to his frames where he has space. Ooh, nice sweep. Good attempt there. Good attempt there by Mighty Mouse. Good base by Merab. Mighty Mouse pops up, takes the back. No hooks. Here we go. He tries to go for his mat return, but we'll notice when he does his mat return, what Merab does with his feet. He hooks him on the outside. He hooks him on the outside, so you're almost carrying your own weight also when you lift. Hooks him on the outside, puts him down, goes for a Granby to create a scramble. Kind of rolls for a knee bar here. Knee bar. Rolls for the knee bar, gets the knee bar. As soon as someone rolls for a knee bar, I mean, when you're behind someone, you got to keep your feet on the outside of them. If you're behind someone without a seatbelt behind their waist, they can roll into your legs and tangle their legs into a knee bar. And if they do, you got to switch the angle on your knee real quick. You got to turn your toes to the ceiling to switch it to a different leg entanglement. But again, Mighty Mouse isn't trying to prove nothing here. He gets caught in something, he's not going to get hurt. He's a good black belt. A good black belt knows when to tap. So I'm so curious with Corey versus Merab, how much Corey is training his guard, how much he's training to stand up. What is he planning? Because Merab's going to shoot 50 times. You may be able to wrestle the first 15 times. So again, he's going to this kind of wrestlers catch wrestling, jump past the guard and grab a head and arm and crank the neck. Now he's got the tricep again. Look at his left arm's got the tricep. And gets the tap again. There we go. Butterflies again, reset. Sitting his hips really low. This is where you feel the power with this guy and the density he's got on his legs and his butt. Dives over to the front headlock again. He loves the front headlocks. Loves grabbing the head. So he's got an arm in guillotine here, but Mighty Mouse, arm in guillotine, that's going to be tight. That's going to be tight. Full mount, gets the tap. His pinch is strong. His pinch is just strong. Okay, so that is the end of the round. Merab versus Mighty Mouse. Again, it just shows you Merab is fucking strong. The guy's strong. I'm just so curious how Corey's training's going, what they're really planning with Merab. Yes, Corey's got a good flying knee. He flying kneed Frankie Edgar, but Merab doesn't give you that space to flying knee and really catch him on the way in. And now he's getting more confident with his hands. You got to be so worried about his takedowns that he throws heavy fucking bombs up top. And then as soon as you start respecting those heavy bombs with your hands up, he changes levels and he penetrates into a shot. I'm so curious how this fight's going to go. Who's going to figure out Merab? Who's going to figure out Merab and how to outbeat him? I do think, I mean, there's ways. Obviously, it's MMA. There's ways to beat him. But I think this is going to be a very, very tough fight for Corey Sandhagen because Merab is just so in it. And he says he wants to fight again in December. He wants Peter Yan in December, and he wants to just keep defending the belt. Again, there's proof in the pudding. The guy is an absolute animal. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe button and comment underneath. Hope you guys get some little tips out of these videos. When you like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Helps me want to keep going. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Love y'all. Bye-bye.